What's good, YouTube? The one only I'm with 6 here with Mark, who did what today?
I got first place at our OTS event here at Game Cafe.
Of 6 people.
Yep, 6 people showed up. So shout out to Game Cafe for hosting this wonderful OTS championship.
Yep.
No sarcasm. But this is
what the top prize was. Flundry's Playmat.
so we're gonna flip this around real quick for a second here.
Yep. Look at that jazz.
That is a beautiful.
And
net.
we also got
yeah.
the Hell Field Center for judges. Shit's clean as fuck.
That was nice. So what did you play with today?
I played Swordsoul Tenyi, 41 card main deck too, so I have a lot of interesting decks in here for myself.
All right, let's get into it.
So for going first, you have the 3 Ecclesia. It's like the best card meant for just cracking boards. If your opponent controls one monster, special it. And then as a quick effect, tribute for cost to special a Swordsoul or Fallen of Valdez from deck, you're only getting Swordsoul cards. And for fun facts, it's a tuner, so good for that. Then we're playing 3 Moe, draws you a card, gets you a token. It pretty much just accelerates your engine and lets you play. Then we're playing 3 of the best of the 3 starters of all these cards. It's Long Yuan. This basically, you pitch a Worm from hand to summon it, and then it just turns into a Baroness for a free negate on your 3rd summon. So your opponent can't nib you, ash you, or imperm you, or anything like that. And then it burns you for 12. You can be a scumbag in time with this card. And then lastly, I'm playing 3 Taya. A lot of people say 2. I actually thoroughly enjoy 3, only because you want to be able to draw as many names as you can and just keep playing. And if your opponent does weird things to you, this can be just as good going first. And it can, if you know the matchup, you can just easily flex your synchros and kind of make better options out of nothing. For Tenyies, I'm playing 3 of each Tenyi. 3 Adhara, 3 Ashuna, and 3 Vishuddha. These cards are really good in that they just generate you advantage out of nowhere.
Oh, I see you, big fella.
Oh, yeah.
On the supers, nice.
Yep, gotta have them. I did a funny play with Adhara earlier today, and I'll explain the card that came up with it. It was really funny. It turned into a second Rhoda in the deck, which was hilarious. And then last of the monsters, 3 Ash Blossom, Hand Trap, that's about it. Moving on to the spells, we've got 3 Rhoda for this archetype. It also can search any Worm if you control a Synchro, and that's any Synchro, not just a Swordsoul Synchro. We have 3 Vessel, the Dragon Cycle. It's basically foolish for any Worm, and then if you control a non-effect monster, you can search a Tenyi after, as long as it doesn't have the same name as the card you sent. So it just lets you cycle your deck really fast and go as quickly as you can. Playing 2 Pot Desires. I hate 3 in this deck.
I hate 3 in every deck.
I hate 3 in every deck as well. I have the worst luck ever. Yeah, it's great at 2. It feels really good at 2 in this deck. You don't ever want to banish too many cards. You're playing so many copies of everything that you don't care. You'll never banish anything, but just 2 feels better. I've actually drawn in 2 double desires off desires before, so never again.
Never again.
Yeah, never again. So for my power 1-ups, I'm playing 1 Summit and then 1 Called By, standard for these, and then playing 1 copy of Gold Sark. So this is the card that came up that turned itself into a Rhoda. I made Monk off of Adhara, banished a Moe, and then just banished the Adhara to get the Moe to my hand for my normal summon, which was actually hilarious. It can also banish your traps if they imperm you or effect failure you and other things, and it can also banish the Blackout to give you a token to still let you synchro through. So I feel like this is like one of the best power cards that lets you play through weird forms of interruption. Onto the traps, I play 6 of them. I play 3 copies of Blackout. It's your Icarus attack without tributing for cost. It's really good. I don't have a copy of Protos, the Arc Nemesis, so I'm going to stick with this anyway. I don't think I need it. Card's good. I'm only playing 2 copies of Imperm because of my last choice. And my last choice in this deck is 1 copy of main deck Red Reboot.
This man drew this card so many times.
I have
Today.
these absolute nuts. I draw this card all the time. I resolve it every time. And I'm not joking when I tell you in the last 3 days, I've resolved this card more than a dozen times. And every time I resolve it, I win. And this card has not failed me. I drew it once during our box tournament Friday where I didn't resolve and use it, but unironically, I set it and popped it off Boxia and then just brought back a play to go off of. And it was hilarious.
And that's 41 in the main?
41 in the main. Red Reboot being the 41st card. Extra deck. So I'm playing 3 Monk. I feel like people who have decided to play less than 3, you're wrong. Play 3. Card's too good to not play. Turns all your stuff online, and it's just too good. One Shaman. I never make it, but it can come up. It locks you from being able to use effects of Monster Summon from the extra deck that aren't Tenyis, but you can still kind of work that and still play. It's okay. It's not the best card, but it's okay. On for the Synchros, playing one Yazi. You don't make it very often, but when it does, you're making it for the reason of you're trying to remove stuff and then special out of the deck to start playing. That's the option for it. Okay. It'll never come up. I'm playing one Shooting Riser for the mirror. You just make this on this, and then if your side decker main boarding Token Collector, just send the Token Collector. And then you kind of slow your opponent down for the mirror for the next turn. Standard 2 Shisha, 1 Boxia. Generate all your advantage. This helps you OTK and push even harder. And then the last level 8 is 1 Dragite, just because you can make it, because Moyi just happens to be a water, and free Spawn Trap negates on a 3k body is really good. Mm-hmm. I'm playing 1 copy of Shelfing. I've never made this ever since I put it in. It could easily come out and be whatever it wants. Like, you don't have to play this unless you're playing Protoss, so you can just take this out and not give a shit about it. But it floats. It'll never come up. Now, a card I have summoned more times than you would expect is Shen Shen. It's super easy to make off of Taya. Just mod the level after banishing a spell. If you're playing against a deck that's heavy Graveyard Reliant going first and they can't immediately out this, sit on this big boy and just have a good time. And then the last 3, playing 1 Sovereign. This card is actually so much better than I give it credit for half the time. I've used this in the past to out Dragoons. I've used it in the past to out Phoenix Enforcers. I've used it to swing over big Dragoonses and just other things. And the fact that his effect to save himself is not once per turn. They keep trying to kill him, just keep banishing cards, and he gets bigger and bigger. I think the biggest he's ever gotten, I got this guy up to 6,000 plus, because I desires and my opponent desires. So he was colossal.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. And he's a non-targeting banish and a call by pseudo. And then Baroness, can't play this deck without him. Her. Now, the last card that I love this card more and more, and I hate how people have been hating on it, Ready Rose. Card is so good.
Hate that damn card.
So I used it in our box tournament on Friday against 2 Eldritch players and bombed our graves when they had Golden Lord, Sanguine, and a Conch and stuff like that on 3 separate occasions. Just domed all the grave and just proceeded to make it to where they cannot play and put them on top deck. And Eldritch top decks are not that good compared to mine, where mine could potentially just blow the game out. Love this card. And side deck is whatever you want, but just want to see the side, it's fine.
Sure.
Anti-spell, whatever. Feather Duster. 3 Cosmic, it's fine. Better going second cards, Chalice. This card's actually really, really good going second, playing into boards, because, they have an Enforcer effect, chain. I get to play now, and I don't have to worry about you. There's a Token Collector. You could easily swap this out and the level 7 out of there and just do that and just play like a third of this and then just anything else. Double Troll, I would easily play 3. I'm going to take the Token Collector out. This shit's not that great. Last card, Lancia. Trapigate is very big around here. Stops heroes a little bit. Stops PK in their tracks.
I hate you.
Yep.
I wanted to say something when you showed off the Shinji. I wanted to flick it off.
That's what it is. That's why I use it.
I'm just not gonna banish.
Yeah. Some decks don't have that option. Tribegate doesn't have that option, neither does PK. But yep, that's it. That's it for the whole deck. I've enjoyed the way this deck has been functioning for a while. I used a different build, and after just watching tons of videos and actually testing it myself, the Tenyi, pure Tenyi build feels exponentially better than any build else. So, yeah.
We don't want to talk about the Ice Jade card.
We pulled 2 today. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
this
not
is
fun.
not fun at all.
But yeah.
All right. Any shout outs you want to give, Mark, before we get out of here?
Shout out to Game Cafe. It's a great place to come play. If anybody else see this, come out here and play. Shout out to Amit.
Thank you. Yeah,
It's the man right here.
we have locals every Friday, and every so often they hold mock tournaments and whatnot. But
Yeah.
all right, guys. So this video is long enough. This has been one only Ammon 816. Again, congratulations to our OTS champion, Mark. Somehow I got an invite too, so I don't know. We'll cover more of that because there's always going to be like YouTube deuces.
Peace.